Chapter 1. The Feeling. Everyone hides. There's a moment that happens to almost everyone, usually late at night, or on Sunday evening, or on your birthday. You look at your life for a few seconds, compare it to where you thought you would be by now, and quietly arrive at the same conclusion. I'm behind. Someone else has the career, someone else has the money, someone else seems to know exactly where they're going. And there you are, wondering if you missed something. But what if that feeling isn't telling you the truth? What if the calculation you're using has been wrong from the very beginning? Today, we're going to examine the evidence, not motivation, not empty positivity, just reality. And reality tells a very different story. Chapter 2. The timeline was never yours. Most people live by a timeline they never consciously chose. Graduate by this age, build a career by that age, get married, buy a house, reach some invisible finish line that nobody can clearly describe. Some of these ideas came from family, some came from culture, some came from social media. And slowly, without realizing it, you start measuring yourself against a schedule that was written by someone else. But life doesn't move in straight lines. People start businesses at 20 and at 60. Some find love early. Others find it later. Some change careers 3 times. Others spend years discovering what matters to them. There is no universal timeline. There are only different paths, and comparing your path to someone else's journey is like comparing 2 books after reading only 1 page from each. Chapter 3. The Comparison Trap. Here's the problem with comparison. You know your entire life. You know your doubts, your mistakes, your bad days, your debt, your fears. But you only see the edited version of everyone else's life. A promotion announcement, vacation photos, achievements, highlights. You compare your full story to someone else's best moments. And then you wonder why you feel inadequate. The comparison was unfair from the start. Because behind every success you admire, there are struggles you cannot see. Uncertainty, failure, loneliness, self-doubt. Everyone is carrying something. You just don't see it. Chapter 4. Failure is information. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating failure as a final verdict. But failure is not a verdict, it's information. A failed project teaches you what doesn't work. A difficult relationship teaches you what you need. A setback teaches you how to adapt. People who never struggle often never develop the skills that struggle creates: patience, resilience, self-awareness, the ability to find a new direction when the original plan falls apart. Those are real skills, and they often come from moments that looked like failure at the time. Chapter 5. Feeling stuck doesn't mean you are stuck. This is important. Feeling stuck and being stuck are not the same thing. Sometimes growth is obvious, but most of the time, change is quiet. It happens through small decisions: the difficult conversation you had, the habit you started, the boundary you set, the morning you showed up even when you didn't feel like it. These moments rarely look impressive. They don't become headlines. Nobody congratulates you for making a better decision on an ordinary Tuesday. But these are the moments that shape a life. Progress often feels invisible while it is happening. Just because you can't see the change doesn't mean it isn't there. Chapter 6. The Reality Check. Here is the reality check. The feeling of being behind is not evidence that you have failed. It is evidence that you care. You care about your future. You care about building something meaningful. You care enough to ask difficult questions about your life. And that matters, because people who stop caring stop trying. But you are still here, still learning, still searching, still moving forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. The truth is this: You're not late. You're not ruined. You're not falling behind. You're simply living a human life, a life filled with uncertainty, mistakes, adjustments, and quiet progress. And maybe the goal was never to catch up with everyone else. Maybe the goal was to build a life that is genuinely yours. And if you're still trying, still learning, and still moving forward, then you're not behind. You're already on your way. If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing for more videos about psychology, self-growth, mindset, productivity, habits, and personal development.